Hi guys, welcome to week 5 on this miracle masterclass. I got a message this morning from a friend, a professional footballer who needed major breakthroughs, and he wanted to. He had all kinds of dreams and visions, but there was nothing happening. And he texted me this morning. I think he's got 6 or 7 businesses all absolutely breaking through. And most of the discussions we had was about this one thing that I'm about to share. The key to the next level of breakthrough in your life is disrupting your intimidation. Disrupting your intimidation. If I ask the average person, do you think you're in a prison of intimidation? Because intimidation is the number one thing that stops people breaking through to the next level in relationships, in health, in business, in faith. Intimidation. There's a brilliant verse that nails this. Whether you believe it or not, it's just factual. And it says, God didn't give you a spirit of timidity, but of power, love, and a sound mind. But that doesn't stop the certain adversary giving you a spirit of timidity. I'm fascinated by all these books by rock stars and famous people who were doing so well, but they confessed themselves, we couldn't conquer our demons. We couldn't conquer our demons. Well, the number one demon, and it is a demon or spirit, whether you believe it or not, is intimidation. And it comes into your life, when you're ready for the next breakthrough, ready to start new business, ready to go on holidays. And it comes with different jackets on: fear, intimidation, rejection. But I want to share with you my experience of how my life began with the greatest ever miracle in my life. And it was the day I smashed the power of intimidation. And so at 16 years of age, I was at that age where I was like the smallest guy in the school, 15, like 5 feet 2 inches tall. My friends were like same age, but they looked tall and older and were able to get into bars. So I no longer could go with the crowd. I stayed home playing Jimi Hendrix records and taking stuff I shouldn't have been taking. And how sad is this, doing jigsaws? I was reclusing and becoming scared to go anywhere or go outside. And then one Saturday morning it came to a head when I got up and I thought, there was at least 8 or 9 sisters in the family at that time and 5 brothers. And, I was in the house and I was claustrophobic, and I thought, I need to get out. I need to get a life. And then I heard a voice say, the best place to start is get a wife. As crazy as that sounds, I picked up the local newspaper, looked for the most beautiful women. I cut the picture out, took it to my mother, and I said, next year I marry this lady. She's my wife. My mum thought I was completely crazy. But looking back on that now, what smashed intimidation from I'm not going to go out to the confidence, this is my wife. And it was one download from heaven that says, you need to get a wife. And I knew the truth, and the truth radically set me free from all fears, anxieties. And so now I had to find her. And one day I was going to a local 770 disco with a friend called John Foster, 2 beautiful blonde ladies in front of us. And then he said, you want to ask those girls to go for a date? And I said, brother, you need to ask them. I'm still in a bit of this intimidation. I literally went and hid in the bathrooms till he went and asked them. So he came up and he said, you can't believe it. They're going to walk home with you tonight and talk with you, and your first date. And so I'm walking up the street with this beautiful lady. I'm thinking I'm way out my league, and I asked her name. She said, my name is Elma Hodge. And in that moment, I realized, oh no, this is my wife. And I've been carrying on like an idiot. But truth be known, 14 months later, we walked down the aisle and we've been married for 53 years. And so I want to encourage you that intimidation will bring you lies, because the enemy is the father of lies. But the one thing will set you free from intimidation is the truth. So whatever your Goliath you're facing right now, whatever fear, whatever blockage, whatever sickness, whatever discouragement, whatever's holding you back from taking the next leap, then the secret is, even if you don't believe in God, you can say, God, I don't even know if you're there or not, but I need a download. I need you to speak and bring a word, bring a thought into my mind, or a picture of the truth of how I'm going to get out of this. And if you will call it to God, the Bible says if you seek his face, you'll find him. Then God will give you a download. And that download of truth will smash all the fears, all the anxiety, all the intimidation in your life, which loves to show up when you're about to start anything new, like a holiday or a relationship or a new business. And most people don't even know they're in a prison of intimidation. They use the word shyness. Well, shyness is not something you came out of the womb with. Let's call shyness by its real name: intimidation. But God has promised if you'll do this, he never gave you that spirit of intimidation. But if you do this, one thing I'm asking, ask God for a download. When it comes, he will fill you with power, love, and a sound mind to go to the next level in every area of your life, because he promised to put your feet on a high rock. It's high rock time for you guys. Time to take a leap. God bless you and have a great week. Thank you.